Good morning, readers. Happy Thursday. So today we're going to write a summary. So this word, can you read it with me, please? Summarize. So you summarize all the time. A lot of you will tell me a summary about a book you read, or you'll summarize an adventure that you went on, or you'll summarize a movie that you saw. So to summarize, you tell the important parts, the important events in order. So if it was a movie, you would tell what happened first, second, third, fourth. If it was an adventure, you tell what happened in order. If it was a book, you tell what happened in order. And you do it in your own words. So you can't say the same words that the author or the movie star said. You have to do it in your own words. So we're going to read a book. It's a biography, like you're reading. And then we're going to write a summary together. So this is a book, Rosa Parks, and it's written by Kitson Jasnica. You'll notice it has real pictures, real photos. Who was Rosa Parks? Can you imagine a world where white children could ride a school bus every morning, but black children had to walk? Can you imagine a world where black people couldn't drink from the same water fountains as white people or sit with them on a city bus? This world was real, and it happened in the United States. Some white people felt they should be treated better than black people. Segregation laws were used to give more rights and a better way of life to white people. Rosa Parks helped change these unfair laws by thinking and acting. She stood up for herself and others her whole life. Rosa Parks was born as Rosa Louise McCauley on February 4th, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. She lived on a farm with her parents and grandparents. She was a small, quiet girl. She loved to read nursery rhymes and fairy tales like Little Red Riding Hood. She also helped take care of her little brother, Sylvester. Rosa's grandparents were born as slaves. They taught her that all people deserve fair treatment. When Rosa was a child, slavery was over, but white people still had more freedom than black people. One day when Rosa was 11, a white boy pushed her. She pushed back. The boy's mother told Rosa she would go to jail. Rosa stood up for herself. She told them she didn't want to be pushed. When Rosa was 19 years old, she married Raymond Parks. They lived in Montgomery. She got a job as a seamstress in a department store. She sewed clothes to fit the customers. Rosa Parks also worked to spread the word about civil rights. She attended meetings, rallies, and marches. She taught young people how to stand up for themselves. She helped people who were hurt by those who did not believe in civil rights. Standing up for civil rights was not easy, but Parks never gave up. On the night of December 1st, 1955, Parks took the bus home after work. She sat down in a seat in the middle of the bus. After a few stops, the bus grew crowded. The driver asked Parks to stand so a white man could sit. She thought about the unfairness she'd faced all her life. She felt she had as much right to sit in the seat as anyone else, no matter what color her skin was. Parks looked the driver in the eye. In a quiet voice, she answered, "No." She must have been scared. Black people had been arrested for refusing to give up a seat on a bus. Some had even been hurt or killed for doing the same thing. People on the bus, black and white, feared what would happen. The bus driver called the police. The police arrested Parks. At her trial, the court found her guilty of breaking a state segregation law. She was forced to pay a fine. Word spread about what had happened. Park's act inspired people to stand up for fair and equal treatment. Black leaders asked people to protest unfair rules by taking part in a bus boycott. A young preacher named Martin Luther King Jr. made a speech. He urged people to stick together. It was not easy for people to get to work in other places without the bus, but people kept the boycott going. It lasted more than a year. Finally, the Supreme Court ruled that everyone had the same rights to ride a bus. Did you figure out that boycott means not doing? So if they were boycotting riding the bus, that meant they weren't riding the bus. So we have to think about now, what are the important events? Well, one of them is that Rosa Parks was born during segregation, a time when Black people were treated different than white people. Let's put that down. That's an important event. Capitals and endings. Rosa. If you have paper and pencil, you can go ahead and write your own, and then we'll see how close they are. If yours and I match or if they're a little different. Rosa Parks was born during, here's going to come a big word, segregation. And then that shin, can you say it with me? T-I-O-N. Rosa Parks was born during segregation. Another thing that's an important event is she didn't move on the bus. She didn't move when she was told to. Rosa refused. She refused. She would not to give up her seat on a bus. If you're writing yours down, is it looking like mine? What else was an important event? Are you thinking? Did you think the boycott? You're right. That is a very important event. So let's reread it. Rosa Parks was born in segregation. Rosa refused to give up her seat on a bus. Rosa was arrested. Black and white people, they boycotted. Boycott. Let's see if we can spell that together. White people, boy. You know that, right? B-O-Y. Bet you're telling me that. I'll get the N for you. Cot. C-O-T-T. Well, that doesn't sound right. Black and white people boycott. Boycotted because it's already happened. Boycotted buses. There's that E-S-S, buses. Next important event. The law changed, and now everyone could ride the bus. So this made the law changed. Yay for Rosa Parks. She was very brave. She had lots of courage. Now everyone can ride the bus. And what can they do on the bus? They can sit anywhere. Bus and sit where they want. Except for make sure when you sit on the bus, there's not somebody already sitting there. Because you didn't was sitting in her lap, and that might be kind of a funny thing. So let's read our summary again together. We're giving important events in order, and we're telling it in our own words. Rosa Parks was born during segregation. Rosa refused to give up her seat on a bus. Rosa was arrested. Black and white people boycotted buses. The law changed. Now everyone can ride the bus and sit where they want. I think we did good. We have a great summary on our biography of Rosa Parks. Tomorrow's Friday, and I'll see you then. Bye.